the tape for this, our main event of the evening. We introduce the champion, Chris, the West Side Strangler Brennan. Let's get it all!
What's up, guys? I'm here with one of my fighters, Ty Johnson. We're going to go over UFC 288.
Yes, sir.
From Newark, New Jersey. Really good card. A couple really good fights fell off the card, unfortunately, but still solid main card. And there's a few good on the undercard prelims as well, but I figure we'll just cover the main card.
Yes, sir. And starting out, we got Kron Gracie versus Charles Jourdain.
So when I saw this, I was like, Kron's still fighting? Because he hasn't fought in a while, right?
His last time fighting was 2019.
Yeah, so it's been years for him, and I think he only has a couple fights in the UFC. I know he fought Alex Karalexis, and is it Caceres? Alex Caceres. And I forget who did he fight a second guy?
He fought Cub Swanson and lost. So
right.
He's 1-1 in the UFC.
Right. So I guess, and they're on the main card. I don't know if they're on the main card because he's Kron Gracie or because fights fell off the main card.
Right.
So, what do you think of his opponent? You know anything about him?
Oh, I trained with Charles in Punta Cana. He came there for vacation, and we just rolled together. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as Kron Gracie, I don't think. But he's a game. He hasn't had any losses by submission. I mean, all of his losses have come by decision. So,
what's his record?
He's 13-6-1. He's 4-5-1 in the UFC.
Okay, 4-5-1 in the UFC. So he's been in the UFC for a while, but he's hanging on for dear life to keep his job there.
Yeah, he lost his last two, so he's probably fighting for his job on this.
Yeah. Who are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Kron. I gotta go with jiu-jitsu on that one.
Sweet. He walks in just like Hoyce and Hickson did and clinches and expects to get away with that. So
he's been training with the Diaz brothers though too, so I hope he doesn't try to do all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot he's been up there for quite a while now.
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Okay,
next fight.
Next fight, still at 145 pounds, we got Movsar Evloev versus Diego Lopez.
So this was the fight that Bryce was supposed to be fighting. Bryce Mitchell was supposed to be fighting Evloev, and Bryce fell off. And then I think they replaced him first. And was there 3 fights taking place between these?
I think there was a guy that came in and
Bryce was first against something Pearson. Jonathan Pierce.
Jonathan Pierce.
Yes. So and then that fell off, and then Evloev stepped up, and then Bryce fell off. So now
they got Diego Lopez. So Diego Lopez is 21-5. He's making his debut, but he did lose on the Contender Series.
And didn't get a contract, but they're bringing him in. This is his first UFC fight?
It's his first UFC fight. His last fight was he was in Lux in Mexico, and then the other 2 were in Peru.
So he clearly, hopefully, Dana took care of him, gave him a couple fight deal. He took this fight on a week or two's notice, probably more like a week, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So that's how he got in. They went back to the contenders. We're like, okay, who was last that looked good but didn't win?
So who do you got in this one?
What's Evloev's record? 15-16?
16-0, 6-0.
I'm going to probably go with him by victory. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, sir.
I imagine even by stoppage with the other guy taking on a week. He could be in shape, if he was getting ready for something else, but 16-0 is tough to deal with at the moment, I would imagine.
I agree. And then for our next fight, we go women's strawweight. We have Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan.
So she's tough. When I first saw her, I thought it was Weili. But then I realized obviously it wasn't. That girl though, she's been fighting. I'm not sure what's her current UFC record.
Her record in the UFC is 7-2 in the UFC.
7-2, yeah. So she's solid.
She just beat Mackenzie Dern, and then coming off of that was 2 losses to Carla Esparza and Mariana.
Okay. And then Jessica Andrade just lost, right?
She just lost to Erin Blanchfield.
Right, got her arm trial fast. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm gonna go with the 7-2 in the UFC girl.
I'm gonna go with Yan too. I think that's a good one. I'd like to see her, go forward.
I know Andrade was kind of like on the up and up again, coming back, and then got kind of shut down by Blanchfield, so maybe she's still fired up a little bit, but we'll see how it's going to go with Jan.
Andrade is also going back down to 115. She's been going back and forth between 25 and 15.
That's a big cut, it seems like.
Yeah.
She's pretty jacked at both weights, I think.
So we're both going with Jan on that one? Yes, sir. Okay. Going into the co-main event, we got Bilal Muhammad, that's ranked number 4, against Gilbert Burns, number 5.
So Bilal is on a how many fight win streak? Do you know? It's a lot.
I think it's a 7 or 8 fight.
Yeah, and he's been calling for the belt. This is a fight. I think if he would have waited, he was going to get the title shot, but there's a holdup or something, and so he's taking this fight. I hate when people take the fight when they're waiting because they rarely win that fight. It's like all of a sudden you're waiting for a title fight, you get impatient, you take a fight, you lose it, and now you're a couple fights away from a title fight again. So Gil Burns is tough, but I think Bilal Muhammad beats him. I think he's on a winning streak right now that's solid against good guys. And Gilbert Burns is a stud, but I just think Bilal stops the takedowns, and I think he beats him up on the feet.
I just got to go with jiu-jitsu. I got to go with Burns.
I would like to see him win. I just don't know that it happens.
Yep, Bilal, they've been, since he started training with Khabib, they treat him like a Russian. He's like on an 8-fight win streak, no title shot.
Right.
They do that to all the Russians. And then we have the main event, Aljamain Sterling versus Henry Cejudo, former champ.
Yeah, this one I would like to go with the jiu-jitsu guy also because I think Sterling's if he gets him on the ground, I think Cejudo's in for in a lot of trouble. If he gets his back, which he's great at and does it fast. I don't know that he takes him down. I also don't know that he has to take him down. He may be able to tie up with him and put him on the fence and maybe end up on his back on the fence. And we'll see if that happens. Cejudo's a stud. He's a gamer. I counted him out when he was losing to
Peter Yan?
No, not Jan. He was losing to bald guy Brazilian.
Moraes.
Got killed by him in the first round.
The knee.
Yeah, was getting beat up by him in the first round and was getting calf kicked real hard. Went back, and I was like, well, he's not going to come back from this. And he came back and beat the crap out of him in the second round. And maybe the third, he finished the fight. But, so he's obviously tough. His striking's very good. His range is going to be, I think he's going to have a difficult time with the range with Sterling being so long. But I think it's going to be harder for Sterling to shoot because Cejudo's so short. Obviously, his wrestling, is an Olympic gold medalist and a freak in that department. So,
Who do
I
you
don't
think's
know.
a better striker?
It's hard to say. I think Sterling's a good striker. I think Cejudo hits harder. I think Cejudo hits hard and he kicks hard. But I'm not going to lie. I'm in a tough situation here because I was not a fan of Sterling's after the knee. I thought he overplayed that a lot, and that's how he got the belt. Then he came back and shut him up and did it himself, and actually won the belt. He's been impressive. Cejudo, as a fighter, you have to look at him and know he's phenomenal. I can't stand listening to him too much. I'm going to go. I want to see Sterling win the fight. I know he trains with Matt Serra. I like Matt a lot. Or those guys over in they
New York.
New York.
So,
Oh yeah, Longo, Ray Longo.
yes, sir.
You can't vote against Ray Longo.
You can hear him from the corner every time too. So you're going with Cejudo?
I want to go with Sterling. Who are you going with?
I'm going with Sterling.
You are, yeah.
Even though I don't know how he's going to win, but I got to go with Sterling.
Yeah, I think he has more ways to win. I think. Who do you think has better striking? You asked me that.
I think Henry Cejudo has better striking, better wrestling, and probably a better gas.
Well, that's a problem.
I know, that's a problem. That's what I'm saying. I want Aljo to win, but I think it's a problem.
Yeah. We'll see what his gas tank's like, right? It was good at 25. They're at 35, right? And Cejudo was just like 235 a minute ago. I saw him a while ago before he said he was coming back, and he was so fat, he was so out of shape. And then apparently he's back in shape and going to make 35. My gut's gonna go with Cejudo. I want to see Sterling win, but my gut. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Sterling just because I've trained with him before and kind of homer.
I'm going. Yeah. So if Sterling wins, it's gonna be from the back, right? He's gonna be on Cejudo's back, whether it's a Sulov stretch again, whether it's a choke, whatever it is, it's gonna be from his back, I believe. I don't know that he wins 5 rounds. You know, I don't know that he beats him in 5 rounds. I think he has to stop him to beat him. He's not going to beat him by decision. He won't have the position to do that, I don't think, enough.
Let me ask you this. So on his last 3, though, too, it's TKO against TJ Dillashaw that blew his shoulder out. Controversial split decision, Peter Yan, DQ. Is he still fighting kind of for respect, like people's respect?
Are you talking about
Algin?
Yeah, I mean, I think he struggles to get respect ever since the knee. Yeah, you know, I get it, right? I was like, fuck that guy after I watched that the first time. You know, I was like, he's, you know, whatever. But he's obviously impressive. He's obviously very good. He's physically impressive. When he gets in the cage, it's like, holy crap, this guy's a 35er. You know, so it'll be interesting to see. But I think, yeah, I don't know. He's going to be a lot bigger, I believe, than Cejudo for sure. Yeah. Did I go off on a tangent there? What did you ask me first?
I was just asking who do you think was going to win, and yeah, Cejudo, I got Sterling.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes, sir.
But whatever. So that's the wrap, right? That's the card. That's the main card. Guys, we'll be back next week and we'll go over the recap of this and see how our picks were, see if we were on or off. I think we agreed on probably most of them. But we split on the main card, and I hope I'm wrong on the main card, and I hope Ty's right here. Take it easy. Thank you.
It is all over, just like that.